while ago, and he said, "So far, so good." Hello, good evening. My name is Jokena. For those who are um, listening for the first time, and in the next few minutes, I will attempt to show you why and how we are growing our community to become the largest Bitcoin holding community in the world. And our goal, okay, is that everyone in our community, because we have a target to have 1 million subscribers in our community, we want everyone in our community to make $1 million through Bitcoin. And with that, that means our community will be valued at $1 trillion. Okay, so I'm going to show you exactly how we're doing it. It's really amazing right now. Because mind you, there's no company or there's no community right now in the world that is doing not just exactly what we're doing, but that is doing anything that's close to what we're doing. So like I always say, it's a good time to be alive and a better time to be alive having a community like Python Signal. Okay. Like now let's walk through some results so far. Experience of people. This came in 24th of June. It's like 6 days ago. And this guy is saying that so far, so good, really enjoying it, very educational and good advice from Marius and his team. Some other guys saying here that after I initially kept using a button, I followed the previous blog I suggested. After a week, I had committed to start trading, buying just 6 recommended coins. My initial capital grew like 50%. I'm in shock. Just very short time. This man is saying from an ex-policeman to crypto trader, because of Python Signal, I'm able to make insane gains. Okay, I've not been in Python Signal for very long, and you see that's the beauty of our system. You don't have to be there for long before you start making profit. Okay, but love to recap at the beginning of the webinar, and you've been seeing a lot of great things happening. Let's see. This lady said Python Signal is helping out through retirement. So you see, we're cutting across to all walks of life. Okay, all walks of life. He's saying the support from the growing community is invaluable. If you love support, if you want a community where your voice is heard, you want a community where you can talk to people, where people are more than excited to help you grow financially, to help you grow in success. I mean, you should be in this community. He said, she's saying, or rather he's saying, David Kahn is saying that the support from the Python Signal community is invaluable. Meaning you cannot enjoy it. It's super. So he joined Python Signal in December when he paid his first monthly subscription. After all of this, after 3 months as a subscriber and see my growing Python Signal for our income, it was time to buy the lifetime. Long story short is that he said it is time that you woke up to the future of cryptocurrency, and I cannot recommend a better and safer place to do so in Python Signal. If you've ever heard about cryptocurrency, if you've ever heard about Bitcoin, and you're like, oh, how can I benefit from it? I can be part of it. I can make profit from Bitcoin. Yes, somebody saying to you that there's no better place, there's no safer place than Python Signal. And these are complete strangers who just walked into our community, and today they're super, super confident. They're not just super confident, they can recommend it to anybody. So that's it. And I like to end with a story. I love telling the story a lot about a 21-year-old civil engineering student. He said, I am already growing my capital at an exponentially higher rate than any bank unit trust investment that students usually invest into. Back there, they invest into a couple of bank stocks, like maybe treasury bills and the likes. Said, no, but with crypto, you can make insane profit. I'm telling you the truth, you can make insane profit. And you're going to ask me why people are not making that kind of money. Well, maybe you have not heard about it. And well, maybe you don't have somebody who can actually put you in to help you make a lot of money. So that's it. So with that, I want to officially say welcome to Python Signal. And now let me take you through the presentation of what is making every one of these people super excited. Okay. By the way, yesterday I showed something in my meeting. I showed something yesterday about a friend. Showed something about a friend in my meeting. Okay, and She she's made $10,000 already. Okay, in 9 months, she's made $10,000. And she said she has also been using the report, and it has been so amazing. Okay, so let me show you how this works now. Okay, very good. So let's go. Python Signal is actually an invitation to join the largest Bitcoin holding community in the world. So whoever has invited you on this call today, whoever has sent you this video, is actually giving you an invitation to join the largest Bitcoin holding community in the world. Imagine in 1999 or 1997 or 1994, if you were given an invitation to join the largest internet company in the world, and we're looking at perhaps, then it was like Yahoo. Okay, would you say yes, or would you have said yes? Imagine if 25 years, 30 years ago, Amazon today, which is valued at $1 trillion, one of the most valuable companies in America, if you had an opportunity to be given an invitation to join, to be part of that community, seeing where Amazon is today, do you think it would have been a smart idea to say yes? And that's what we're saying. We have a goal. 1 million people in our community can earn $1 million. They can have assets worth $1 million in the next few years. And why is this possible? It's because of this. Look at the history of Bitcoin. Look at the history of Bitcoin. When we took a 10-year challenge, for example, for Bitcoin, you would notice that in the last 10 years, unlike other stuff like Amazon has only grown by 919% in the last 10 years. How about Apple? 998%. How about the Dow Jones? 163%. What about gold? Everybody talks about gold has even not crossed 50% of its value. It means that if you bought $1,000 worth of gold 10 years ago, today is just about $1,500. That's the profit you've made, just $500. But think about it, 10 years ago, you of Bitcoin. Today, okay, that would have appreciated by 34,000%. Let me make it simple for you. If you put in $5 in Bitcoin, today, that $5 will be worth over $5 million. $5 10 years ago. Of course, we know $5 10 years ago is perhaps about, worst case scenario, $5 should not be more than maybe 1,000 naira. And today, $5 million, it's over $1 billion naira. Like I always tell people, can you remember how many 1,000 naira you spent 10 years ago? No, you can't. But did you know that if you spent that 1,000 naira 10 years ago by buying some Bitcoin, today you will remember it. You know why? Because today is like worth about $1 billion naira. The potential. Someone's going to ask me, how sure am I that this will repeat itself? It will. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why we're sure it's going to repeat itself. Look at it. Look at something carefully, friends. Look at it. Because of the limited supply. So we've not even exceeded the total supply. The total supply will only be available by the end of 2140. Perhaps everybody on this call will no longer be alive. So if you understand the economics, if you understand the economics of demand and supply, you understand that the value of Bitcoin today, the value of most of the top cryptocurrencies today is just really, really small, very small, compared to what it's going to be like. And that's why we're confident that in this community, we can help 1 million people make $1 million. And how are we going to do that? All we simply have to do is get them to this point. So a minimum goal. Help each person in our community to have their portfolio to be equal or above 7 Bitcoin. Please note that we don't only give you access to Bitcoin, give you access to a variety of top cryptocurrencies. But when you put those currencies together, what is the equivalent? What's the equivalent value in Bitcoin? It should be equal or above 7. And when that is possible, or when that has happened, then you have successfully crossed into our desire. You've been able to achieve what we want. Now, this community, it's not a company, it's a community. And the pioneers, and you can see the 3 pioneers of this community. These are the guys that came together to put up this noble vision of freedom, this vision of prosperity, this vision of an excellent way to distribute wealth. And that's it. And today, for example, we have tons of people who are a testimony to this vision. So let's go. The thing here is that, the thing here is this. How do we achieve this? How can we help you turn any amount you have today, $100, $500, $1,000, $2,000, $10,000, irrespective of the amount you have today? How can we help you turn that to be equal or above 7 Bitcoin? There's a simple principle we use today. It's called buy low, sell high, repeat. So buy low, sell high, repeat means that that's how your 0.1 Bitcoin can become 0.2, can become 0.4, can become 0.9, can become 1.8, can become 2.4, can become 3.6, 4, 5, 6, 7 Bitcoin going forward. So how does the buy low, sell high, repeat concept work? Not buy low, sell high, cash out, not get out of the market. We buy low, sell high, repeat. This is what we do. We buy, take an example. Let's assume one of the cryptocurrency called Litecoin. For those who are not used to cryptocurrency, there are a whole lot of cryptocurrency, but we only emphasize you accumulating the top 40 cryptocurrencies in this with a smart approach. So we're all about accumulating. So what do I mean by accumulating? Let's take one of the cryptos, just like let's say Litecoin, and you buy one Litecoin, and then the value, what it cost you to get one Litecoin was $25. Okay. Now imagine that Litecoin goes up to $50, and you decide to sell off that Litecoin. Now you no longer have Litecoin, but now you're not selling off that Litecoin into Naira or dollar or pounds. You're selling it into what we call a stable coin. So a stable coin means that the value will remain $50 for life. Okay, so you now have $50. $50 is stable coin. But remember, the idea of the entire system is to get more of the crypto coins, not more of the stable coin. So you wait for Litecoin to drop in value. In some cases, let's assume it drops back to $25. Now, because you have $50 in stable coin, you cannot buy 2 Litecoin. So your one Litecoin you started with has now appreciated. You've accumulated it up to 2 Litecoin. You now have 2 Litecoin. So look at it, friends. Our goal is to increase the number of crypto coins we have, not increase. We don't care about the value. We care about the number, the amount we have. And that's the accumulation strategy. That's the farming strategy. You've got to be very smart about it. Like I like giving an example with my country. One of the most expensive places is some place called Ikoyi, somewhere in Lagos. Right? I mean, a plot of land today goes for as much as maybe $200,000 or thereabouts. But there were a time where people could buy a plot of land in that place with their house, maybe $100. And that was some 40, 50 years ago. Okay, imagine you bought it at $100 and you decided to sell at $1,000 and you thought you've made profit. Meanwhile, you could have sold it for $200,000 today. Now, the difference between real estate and cryptocurrency is that real estate takes years for it to appreciate. No cryptocurrency, friends. No. And the reason is because it is technologically enabled. And you know anything about technology, you cannot phantom. Great. You cannot phantom how wide it can go. Apart from the fact that it's technologically enabled, it is solving more problems than your normal fiat local currency would solve. Like I always differentiate it. I said the difference between the local currency and the cryptocurrency is that local currency is like a phone. That before now, what we can do with our phone is just to call and text. But today, for example, my phone is a smartphone. Yeah, it goes beyond texting. It's an office, entire office. I can send and receive emails. I can do video with this. Some of you are listening to me right now with your phone. I mean, you can listen to webinars with your phone. So that's it. So now we have smartphones. Now, cryptocurrency is like a smart currency. Yeah. It goes beyond just transactionary functions. Our money can only buy, we can only buy things with our money. Our money don't appreciate in value. Our money, that's it. But cryptocurrency can be used for a lot of futures, has a lot of futures in it. So it's a smarter currency. Now, I'm not going to dig too hard on that. Okay, we have another class for that. Now, but the question here is that if you say buy low, say high, repeat. The question here is that how will I know when there's a low? How will I know when there's a high? When to buy, when to sell? It's $1 million question, because if you have answers to that question, you'll be rolling in money by then. So let's go. That is where one of the pioneers, this is a guy you need to listen to right now. Listen, Marius Landman. He is an amazing guy. He is actually pioneering the entire data analytics of the company. It's helping us know exactly when to buy and know when to sell. Listen, he has a history of success. Like a history of success in predicting and forecasting, using data. And this is not just only for cryptocurrency. It's done it in oil and gas, and we're still doing it in oil and gas. It's done it in different industry, and he's still doing it there. So he has a breakthrough in statistics, breakthrough with numbers, and that exactly is what it's bringing. And guess what, guys? Look at what happened. 2018, when a lot of people got out of, like a lot of people lost money. Guess what? Because of the algorithm of Marius Landman, we were able to pick the highs and pick the lows. You see, sell, buy, just like that. Listen, there is no system right now in the world that's close to identifying the highs and identifying the lows as what our system is doing. This is really, really, really amazing. Okay, super, super amazing. Now, the thing here is, these are community results. Okay, 7,000% in 2017. Amazing stuff. 518 in 2018. Okay, we are not 100% accurate, but guess what? I'll show you something. We had 18 failed calls since 2017 out of 519 calls. And that's we're near perfect. That's baseless. People are making good profit. That's why you're going to see people say, oh, I made 50%, 25%, 100%, 300%, and that's it. Now, this is it before I come to the next speaker, where Mr. Eddie is going to handle that part. Earn a Bitcoin, because I just showed you how to accumulate. Okay. Now the next, when Mr. Eddie is going to come back, I'm going to show you how to earn. Okay, how to earn Bitcoin. Now, how to use the Python signal reports and blog to trade the top 40 crypto. The first thing you need to familiarize. Download the latest reports and read the latest blog posts available. Only when you become a subscriber to the community that you can have access to those blogs and posts. So let me show you how it looks like. The blog. Let me show you how it looks like. Let me show you how it looks like. So you come in here, you click on downloads. see the latest report. The last report was on May 1st. It gives you the overall trend. When you click on download, you get something like this. Okay, so this is it. So it's going to tell you usually the high point, where to sell and where to buy. You know, so like then it stated high point for Bitcoin for 45 crypto. You see that 8, 9, 10 different, the top 45 crypto. Okay, now that's for the report. Okay, it's very simple to understand. It's going to tell you where should you buy, where to sell. You know, but meanwhile, what happens on a regular basis is the block. The block is where you can actually determine what is happening within that period. Okay, so the report tells you what's going to happen in the next 1 year, 1 month or 2 months, while the block now tells you what's happening in between this period. Okay, now the latest block was 28, which is like 2 days ago. And please, this block comes out twice or more in a week, depending on the behavior of the market. And this block was called Bitcoin, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, and Ethereum. Now it was very clear, look at it, it was very clear here that Litecoin is going to get to 700, 179. Okay, and they even talked about the date. So we'll tell you about the date you should look up to, or you should look out for the value to get up to a certain point. So you don't have to buy your computer. So for example, there's a coin called Bitcoin Cash. Says it's better to keep this high, 694, and pay out 830. Now let me show you. Let's go to coin market cap. Let's look at the value of Bitcoin Cash right now. This is Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash is at 418. Okay. Our target here is that it's going to get to 694. That means it's even good time to buy some Bitcoin Cash. Okay, and he said this could happen anytime between now and perhaps 7th to 11th of July. So expecting Bitcoin Cash to, move in value from what it is today, which is around 419, okay, 418 to about 600. Okay, sorry, to about 694. So what happened? So because we know that Bitcoin Cash is going to move forward, what are we going to do now? Let me tell you what we'll do. So what you're going to do first is this. So I just showed you how to get familiar with the block. It's not really difficult. Next thing is you buy some Bitcoin. Maybe you can buy it from Binance if you're in Nigeria or Ghana, or buy it anywhere you can. Then you transfer that your Bitcoin to a trading platform. That's the next thing you do. Once your Bitcoin has arrived in that your trading platform like Binance, immediately convert that Bitcoin to a stable coin. Okay, so if you send your Bitcoin to a trading platform, you want that Bitcoin to be on a stable coin so that the value remains the same. So if you send $500 worth of Bitcoin to it, you convert it straight to stable coin, which should now be $500 of that stable coin. Nothing happens to the fluctuation. Now, right now, like we're thinking about Bitcoin Cash to buy, we just go and click on buy for Bitcoin Cash. We buy. You might decide to buy a portion of that. Okay. Now, when it has gotten to the level we're expecting between the 7th and the 11th, what you have to do is you go back there and sell the Bitcoin Cash back to a stable coin. And that's what we mean by convert from Bitcoin or altcoin. Altcoin is any other cryptocurrency that is not Bitcoin. You convert it back to the stable coin. That's it. That's how it is. So by the time we buy it, okay, when it has gone up and we're converting, we would have made some more money, waiting for another drop, okay, and buy again. And convert. But we're buying, meaning that we're converting to a cryptocurrency. And when we're selling, it means that we're converting from a cryptocurrency to a stable coin cryptocurrency. So that is how simple it is to work with, and it's really, really, really amazing. So now with the push it over to Mr. Eddie. That is going to show us how we can earn in Bitcoin. As you're accumulating, you can be earning a lot of money. I want to earn a lot of money. I mean a lot of money. Thank you very much, Mr. Eddie. Over to you, and still there. Thank you.
All right, a big thank you to you, our own Jokenax, for opening your eyes for such an opportunity as this. All right, quickly, let me share my screen with you, and we'll take it from where he stopped. And now you know exactly what to do with your money. Now you know exactly what to do with your cryptocurrency. Okay, so now let me show you the other side of this business, talking about RSP. I'd love to get Max to handle this, but he said I should go ahead and do it. You know why? He is the one behind this comp plan. He designed single-handedly this revenue share plan. He designed it and gave it this name. All right, so Signal a roadmap to become the largest Bitcoin holding company worldwide with 1 million subscribers. Friends, the number is increasing. Astronomically, the number is increasing. Now, how does the RSP benefit you? How does the revenue share plan, how does it benefit you? Okay, now before a year ago, just about a year that Python Signal started, but before then, people subscribe to Marius and his team. They get the signal, they get the report from him, and they pay to him for the report. But just about a year ago, that 3 of them, we saw them earlier, came together and they designed something like this. So that if I am using the report and I decide to share the opportunity with a friend, and the friend subscribe and resubscribe, guess what? I partake from the revenue. All right, so I partake from whatever it is that the company is getting. So that's the essence. That's what led to the design of this comp plan. It's a very simple one, very the simplest I've seen in the last couple of years. Now, how does the RSP benefit you as an individual, as a subscriber? You get paid when people you subscribe that you introduce, you subscribe to the business. When they subscribe, you get paid. You get paid again when they resubscribe. All right. So, and not only that, you become one of the Python Signal's 200 millionaires that are yearly produced. So you just fall into that category. Now the payout, what you must know about the RSP, the revenue share plan of Python Signal. All right, it's pretty interesting to know that statistically, that $1.5 million was paid out to subscribers in the last 2 months. $1.5 million. You know, we have a roadmap I will show you very soon how you can earn $1.5 million again and again every other year by simply following simple plan. All right, simple plan that has been offered by this great community. It offers you active and residual income. All right, of course, spillovers are there for you. Friends, this platform or this community will help you accumulate, will help you get up to 7 Bitcoin or more, because that's the target for this community, for every subscriber, for every member. All right, yeah, it will happen at once. They follow all that you have been told. Surely, I tell you the truth, we will get there. Now, there is instant payment and instant withdrawals. They are all in Bitcoin. Pays you for resubscription. Now, remember that you have to resubscribe. So you have to subscribe with money from your pocket so that you can have access to the signals, access to the report, access to the blog. But then you don't need to get money out of your pocket again when you refer others. If you refer, whatever you get from there, you can take out of it, of course, to resubscribe. Now, these are the unique advantages of the RSP. To earn in Bitcoin, number 1. Number 2, instant payout. Number 3, instant withdrawal. Instant withdrawal, no daily, no weekly, and no monthly income cap. Now, they won't tell you, well, today you earn $1,000. Sorry, you can't earn more than that, even if you actually qualify to earn more than that. No, there is no such thing. All right, you're allowed to earn everything and anything you qualify to earn. You enjoy spillover from those who came before you and from those who will come after you. You enjoy spillover. And of course, you'll be shown a roadmap of how you can earn $5.1 million every single year. Here are the 4 ways you can earn from this community. Number 1, the referral payout. You earn 10%. for every person that will use your link to join this company, this business. Number 2, you get 10%, all right, or you get a percentage from the subscription and the subscription fees of all subscribers in your matrix. I will share that with you. Of course, becoming a White Star payout, you also benefit from Rising Star payout. The very first one is direct referral payout on limited income, my friend. Now, every time and anytime someone uses your referral link to register to join this company so that they can have access to the blog, have access to the reports, you get paid 10% of whatever pack they purchase. If they join with Silver pack, all right, you get paid $5. Of course, with Silver pack, it simply means that this person will be paying $50 every month so that you can have access to the report. You get paid $5 every time and anytime this individual, all right, buys or renew the package. We have $150, you get $15 there. We have $250 package, the platinum package, you get $25. Then we have the Galaxy pack. That will amount to $500 and you get $50 from that pack. So irrespective of the pack you join, that's what you get. It's only Lifetime Galaxy that will get 15%. But at this moment, I wouldn't want to talk about Lifetime Galaxy because Lifetime Galaxy no longer exists. All right? It has been sold out from the system. So you have Silver, Gold, Platinum, and Galaxy to enjoy. So let's move on. Now the level bonus. Level bonus, this is where you actually earn from spillover, you earn from those that came before you and those that came after you. All right, this is massive, and this is where big money is. $5.1 million every other year. Now, it might take you a year, might take you 3 years or even more to get to this level, 18th generation. My friend, thereafter, you are settled. $5.1 million every other year. That is massive. Now, here is how it works. Let me quickly show you the structure before I analyze that to you. Now, this is a structure, okay? This is structure. Okay, yeah, this is structure. Yeah. All right, that's the structure. Now, talking about the structure, when you come on board, you have your 2 persons, directly or indirectly, from spillover or from the people that use your link. Now, you get 5% of whatever pack that all the people there purchase, 5% of whatever they're coming on board with. The second level, you get 4%. Third level, 3%. Guess what happened? The 4th generation, you get 5% again. 5th, 4, 6, 3. You go back to 5. It's 543 down to the 18th generation. Now, let me show you something. If you look at this, if this is you, all right, the first at the top there, and introduce these 2 individuals. We're not talking about the referral bonus now. We're not talking about the referral payout. We're talking about the matrix bonus, all right, the line bonus. Now look at this. At this point, the packages guys join the system with, you get 5% whatever it is. You get 5% from this, get 5% from this. This 1, 2, 3, 4. If you are the one that referred them, or these 2 guys referred them, or they are spillovers from the top, you get 4% of whatever pack they purchase. What about this third? This is the first, this is second, and this third generation. The third generation, the third line, third level, whatever pack they are joining the company with, you get 3%. Whether you're the one that referred them, or they're referred by these guys, or referred by these guys, all spillovers from the top, you earn 3%. It goes down that way to the 4th generation, 5th generation, 6th generation, down, down, down. Now, at this point, this is the 4th generation. You earn 5% again, start from 5% again. 543, 543. All right, that's what you see on this other side. All right, so the advantage is you can earn from one team, you can earn from spillover, you can repeat commission percentage unlimited compression. All right, roadmap to $5.1 million. Let me talk about the unlimited compression. Now, if for any reason someone, all right, at this level, maybe someone at this level, maybe 14th generation, okay, did not subscribe for whatever reason, guess what? You're not going to lose that money. Your 5.1 will still be intact. What happens? From the 19th generation, they will someone will move from 15 to 14 to cover for that person that will subscribe, from 16 to 15, from 17 to 16, then from 18 to cover from the person that moved from 17 to 16. While someone from 19, which is not in your top 18, will move into your 18, thereby ensuring that your 5.1 million is intact. And don't forget, you will be paid in Bitcoin again and again. Okay, before we call it a day, all right, we have the Y Star bonus where you get to earn a lot of money as well. With Y Star bonus, all you need to do is within your first 30 days, ensure that you refer 2 persons. Okay, and of course, you must come in as a Galaxy. Okay, you will come in with a Galaxy pack, all right, so that with your Galaxy pack, so that you come with $500, and these 2 guys that you introduce directly, they're also joining the system with $500 each. With this, you are becoming a Y Star. You are getting yourself a Y Star structure so that you can earn $20 every time and anytime anybody in your system, okay, become a white star. Now let me explain that. With you becoming a rising star, now anytime somebody become a rising star in your structure, friend, you earn $20 every time anybody becomes a rising star. Now let us not get it confused. For you to become a rising star, please take note. Take note of this. This is very important. This is you. You must refer 2 persons. All right? You must refer 2 persons, Ami and Ben. And all of you must be on $500 pack to enjoy this particular bonus. Otherwise, you can enjoy the bonus except for this. So when you do this, and then you help Ami to get A1 and A2, then Ben to get B1 and B2, you become a rising star. And as a rising star, the moment you hit a rising star, friends, you earn $100 instantly. And you have access to every bonus that this system got to offer. And of course, everyone can achieve this. Now, the moment you get this, you become a rising star, already you are a Y Star bonus at this point. Now, every time and anytime somebody in your structure becomes a rising star, friend, you earn $20 if you achieve this within 30 days. If you fail to achieve this within 13 days, anytime anybody becomes a rising star, you won't lose anything. You earn $5 instead of the $20. You still make your money, all right? Just that, of course, instead of making $10 million in a year or thereabouts, we're making something around $2 million, losing about $8 million. That's not a problem if that is all you can do. So without much ado, let's get to close the business. Already you saw testimonies of how people are using the reports and of course making some good money for themselves. And the question is, what next? Haven't seen the report, haven't seen how to use the report, and haven't seen too that you can make some good money passively. What next? Very simple. Become a subscriber. Join the largest Bitcoin holding community in the world. It starts here. It starts here. Yes, it starts here. You becoming a subscriber. And here